It is Aston Villa against Lille. How are we all doing? I know, I have been gone for a little bit. There we go. So I adjust my microphone once and it fucking stops working entirely. Brilliant. But yeah, I'm back live today. It is a huge game for Aston Villa. I think we lose today. I dread to think what will happen this season. I think these European games are so important for like the mentality of the team. And yeah, especially with recent Premier League results not being amazing. I really do think a positive performance today is 100% needed and necessary. And I'm a bit worried, you know. We'll go for the lineup of both teams. I did forget one thing. I need to get it up actually from Villa's Twitter. I knew I was forgetting something. But yeah, do give me your score predictions. I did make a quick TikTok before I started today. Asked some people what they thought. Some positive opinions, to be fair. Birmingham going down. Love to see it. They always escape though. So like, that's why I never get excited, right? Or I don't expect them to ever go down because they always escape. So in my mind, they're gonna survive again. I want to be proven wrong, but they always weasel their way out. You know, it's the only thing they're good at is staying up. Like that Bolton game forever haunts me. It will forever haunt me. I remember, you know, I think I was watching the game and I was looking at the seconds to go and I'm like, they're going down. It's actually going to happen. And then that fucking Paul Caddis. What a knob. Anyway, it's been years since that game. How you doing, Jan Johansson? And Osgro, the comments before went live on YouTube. And Bo, hi mate, how have you been? I think 2-0 Villa. I think you're spot on. I think it will also be 2-0 Villa today. And Archie Whitehouse says 4-1 Lille. Is very negative, but fair enough. I do think 2-0. I do think 2-0 today. Where have you been gone? A lot of things. I had a birthday. I had a break away because of that. I got ill. I'm in my final year of uni, so I've been spending a lot of time on my final project. I'm a computer science student, so it's very time consuming. But I'm back today. I wanted to make sure I was here for this game because it is a very big game. It's a quarterfinal of a European competition. I was never going to miss today. But yeah, I didn't realise how long it'd been actually since I did a video or a live stream or anything. It'd been actually before my birthday on the 19th. So it's been a long time, but I am back. Bo said he finally got TNT. Welcome to the gang. I hated not having like BT, well, as it was called. It was horrible. It just, you know, I hated trying to find streams. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to bite the bullet and get it. It's still a complete waste of money, but I don't have to stress about finding streams anymore. So happy days. Love the live. Appreciate your support, mate. Guys, do double tap the screen. Very much appreciate all the support that you guys give, as always. Palmer is cold. He's a great player. And I will say, and this is not me taking the piss in any way, Chelsea would actually be fighting relegation, arguably properly towards the bottom three, if Cole Palmer didn't play for Chelsea. I mean that in the nicest way. In the nicest way. So there you go. I hope not Paul Caddis ain't saving them this time. He's a manager in non-league these days, believe it or not. Gonna lose, mate. Sorry. Well, we'll see. We're at home. I expect a good result today. I think 2-0 Villa. I genuinely. I say it because it needs to be. Because if we don't get a positive result, we're out. I tell you right now, I don't want to be super negative. I'm realistic. I know what this team is like away from home in Europe. If this is a draw, especially if we lose, we are in a lot of trouble. We are in a lot of trouble. So we'll see. Come on, you irons, says Ryan. Hopefully we keep the trophy claret and blue, yeah? Back to back claret and blue. Honestly, I said it in my video, I would shamelessly celebrate this trophy more than any West Ham fan. Genuinely. Some people was, when all the West Ham fans were like, making like their reactions, and some of them are in tears. That's nothing compared to what I'm gonna do. Trust me. If we win this tournament, it is on TNT Sports 3. The players are out on the pitch already. Villa Park is absolutely full. It's sold out actually within just a few days of tickets being on sale, which is amazing. And there's a nice little tifo behind the goal as well. These are the nights that we've wanted for a very long time. I remember Tony Gia in the Championship saying that Villa were going to be playing Champions League football in. Did he say it was in 10 years? I forgot. But he basically made the project that we'd be from the Championship into the Champions League, and we're not far away from it. His vision was right. It's just he wasn't involved, but he had the vision, you know. Villa are shit. I mean, we're not amazing, but Spurs are awful, and so are Man United. So one of us has to get 4. We're all fucking shit. Take your pick. United get fucking battered every week. And when they don't, they play Liverpool to not get battered. So fair enough. Spurs go and hammer us, and then get embarrassed by Fulham. So like, and then Villa, you think you're comfortable. You're beating Brentford. They've barely kicked the ball, and then we can see 3 goals in 10 minutes. So we're all shit. We're all absolutely shit. It's got to go to one of us. Who knows? Who knows who it's going to be? But we are all terrible. It should honestly, it should all be like, you've got your top 3 in Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City, and then we should all just equally finish like. It'd be basically 6. Just do like a 3-way tie of 6th place, because none of us deserve the top 4, top 5. Yeah, that is my opinion on it. I have my Watkins kit on. Hopefully that will be all the good luck charms we need, you know. Hopefully. It's even more embarrassing for you. What, the fact that we're shit? I mean, I don't know. I make the joke that we've actually played very well this season, but recently we have dropped off in performance. I don't know how we didn't lose against Brentford, to be honest. 3-2 down. I'm very surprised we actually got a result from that game, but that's still terrible. Honestly, Spurs don't really have a striker as well. But I mean, both Villa and Spurs have, and to be fair, and United have all had horrible injuries this season. But yeah, it's quite funny. Like just seeing all 3 teams stumble every week. What English channel can I see this game on? Says Football or Nothing. It is TNT Sports 3. Sports 1 has Liverpool v Atalanta. 2 has Leverkusen West Ham. 3 has Villa Lille, and 4 has AC Milan versus Roma. So you have a good selection of games today. Obviously, as Villa fan, I know what one I'm going to watch. But yeah, I think 2-0 Villa today. I'll be very happy with that. I think we desperately need it, to be honest. The lineup. Oh shit! I forgot to go through the lineups of both teams. Professionals always, very quickly, because we have kicked off. In goal for Villa, Emi Martinez. Back 4, Konza, Torres, Diego Carlos, and Luca Digne. Digne back, starting for Aston Villa after his long injury out. Honestly, he's been better than Moreno this season. I don't care anyone says. Mcginn, Luis Tielemans is the pivot. Is the midfield, with either Rodgers out wide with Bailey up front. It's probably going to be Rodgers alongside Ollie Watkins, with Tielemans at one side, Bailey the other, and Louise Mcginn pivot. No Timur Bunham. Obviously, Kamara's injured. Big shame. Honestly, I do think we need to invest in a holding midfielder next season, because, only Kamara can realistically play it. For Lille, in goal is Chevalier, with a back 4 of Ismail, Yoro, Diakite, and Santos. A pivot of Andre, who have also had his FIFA card a few times, Benjamin Andre. He's not a terrible player. With Bentaleb, a front 3 of Goodmanson, Haraldson, and Zagrova, and Jonathan David is their striker. I remember a few years ago, Jonathan David was linked with everyone when Lille won the French league. So I am still surprised to see him playing for Lille, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, that is the lineup for both teams. Is Bailey for Villa. Oh, decent ball into Tielemans, heavy touch, and it will be a goal kick. I like the idea, but Tielemans with his very heavy boots on there. Horrible touch, like a trampoline. How you doing, Yoshimundo? Says, hi AJ, how are you? I'm good, man. I am very good. Jonathan David FIFA card was, mate, I've had so many. Jonathan David team of the season. I was rocking with that card for ages. Didn't he have a foot birthday or something like that a few years ago? I might be waffling as always. But I swear, Jonathan David, I know he's had this like saucy 5-star weak foot card. And I know I was using it. His card, along with like Wissam Ben Yedder and Ryan Kent, some of my favourite cards of all time on FIFA, honestly. So it's weird. It's weird seeing him against Villa. We'll see. What are my thoughts on the Brentford game? Very good up until it wasn't. That 10-minute spell where we decided to not defend was not very good. 3 goals in 10 minutes is a piss tank. I don't care who you're against. That sort of shit. At home against Brentford, who did nothing for the first half. And suddenly you go from, the most comfortable 2-0, you think, oh, this could be like 3 or 4. We play our cards right. Concede 1 goal, absolutely shit the bed. What happened? We completely shat it. I don't understand that game. Very nearly lost. Like, very easily could have lost. Thankfully, Ollie Watkins actually turned up. Because our backline did not. Pau Torres, probably the worst game he's played in a Villa shirt. I thought that was surprising. I love Pau, but he was fucking awful. Yeah, load of shite that game was. Felt like a defeat. I think a lot of Villa fans will agree with that. The Brentford game, you'd seen a lot. That game, I don't care we didn't lose. It felt like a defeat. You can't control a game like that and then not win. Utterly terrible. Yoshimundo says, yo, disappointing after Villa's second goal. Thought we were going to battle them. Yeah, with a Rodgers goal. It was in the script, man. Morgan Rodgers, first Villa goal. I thought he played quite well as well. Deserved his goal. And I thought, it's easy. Rested the team from the City game. And I didn't even think we were that bad in the City game. Especially it's like Villa's C team. I thought we played quite well up until the collapse in the second half. But I thought, masterclass Unai Emery again. Like we've got, the team is fit. We're cooking, scoring goals, and suddenly we shit the bed. All mistake by Carlos. Brilliant interception from Pau Torres. Villa I was talking about Villa defensively being shit, and then we give the ball away in our own half. By our own goal, with Diego Carlos being an absolute moron. But Pau Torres there to defend for Aston Villa. Ain't no way AJ's live after being in. How you doing, Hassan? How are you doing? See, at least I don't announce my departure. I hate when people would be like, they're watching a live stream. They're like, I'm just going to go live now. Or I'm going to go watch this person. I hate when people do it. There's no need to say it. You just, have your fun in someone's chat and then just leave. There's no need to, it's not an airport. I don't get why people do that. I'm just yapping as always about Villa and how shit we've been recently. So yeah, come on. The Villa says, how you doing, Demi? And I can't lie, our lineup is pretty good today for Villa. I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. I think it's quite strong. It needs to be. I'm not going to complain. You want to see like Diaby play and all that, but realistically, with the games that we've got, we have to rest players here and there, and I understand that entirely. We've still got injuries. Ramsey's apparently out for the season now. Like, honestly, the Ramsey injury is just insane, honestly. Tyrone Mings should be back soon. Buendia should be back soon. Cash is out with a hamstring injury. Kamara, again, out for the season, just like Ramsey. The injuries we've had have been fucking shit this season. Honest, it's been horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Dodgy pick of Digne. Yeah, what is Digne's post, by the way? On a tangent, but on YouTube live, I've taken the overlay and pictures from Villa's Twitter, and it's got Digne with a weird ass pose, and I've never really clocked it until someone's literally just pointed out. It is a bit weird from Digne. So yeah, positive. Score prediction: -2 Villa, Watkins, Diaby is score. I said 2-0. I actually said 2-0. I didn't say a goal scorer, and I do think probably Watkins and Tielemans. Lovely ball. And no offside flag. It's Jonathan David. Oh, that's fantastic from the Paella man. Pau Torres offside flag comes up anyway. Jonathan David trying to play, Lille trying to play direct football up towards Jonathan David. Flag eventually, he's onside there. I'm about to yap away at how good Villa's backline is. I think that, that's an incorrect decision from the linesman. It didn't lead to anything anyway because Pau Torres made the tackle. They're just showing the replay now of Carlos giving the ball away 5 minutes ago, and it's a load of shite. Honestly, he's got to be better than that. I can't get my words out today. The mistakes our backline make are ridiculous sometimes. Like, we cause so many problems to ourselves in the games that we lose. It's often like, it's often off our own undoing. How you doing? The Villa player says good evening. What's good? We won 2-1-1. What do you mean? I'm confused. We won 2-1. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that? I was back our English sides. I went to Brentford, came on the weekend. My hands was it was awful, wasn't it? Absolutely awful. AVFC Dave says up the Villa and 3-0. Would indeed love that, to be honest. Would indeed. And Positive Robin says, good luck from a Blues fan. Let me know what you guys think about Birmingham City and their whole situation right now. Because a lot of wild shit has come out. They're going to build a new 60 grand stadium. 60,000 seater. It's going to be like the Birmingham Wembley, apparently. But, you can have like one of the best stadiums in the country, but it doesn't really look good when you're playing Burton Albion in a league game. I don't know. You're gonna have a better stadium than Villa, but you're gonna be like hosting Exeter City. Like, I mean, you go and do that, Surely this is only gonna end badly, right? How have they got the money? Like, as Sam said, it's mad how they're trying to finance the ground. How on earth are they gonna pay for that? A club notorious for not having a great financial structure are trying to spend that money to get a 60,000 seat estate. I don't know. Their priority should be staying in the championship. Buy players, stay in the league that they've been in since like 2010. Maybe not drop down to League One. Like that. Surely they've got. I know you got to look for long-term like goals and priorities, but fucking hell, I don't know. Sad how the ground is being built on is where I learned how to drive. No way. Oh my god, that is actually kind of sad. Oh no, that's insane. I didn't actually look at where they're gonna build the ground. That's mental. Did my first wheel spins, drifts, and karting races there. That's crazy. That is crazy. You gotta have just as many people outside the gate as in the ground to warrant that. And that land has a massive weed infection. It's not a simple job. They're honestly a lot of work. A lot of work is gonna have to be put in on it. I don't know. And like, this is not me trying to banter Blue. I mean, I like to banter Blues anyway. But on a serious note, Birmingham City get what? 17, 18,000 people in a 30,000 capacity ground, right? The ground's going to be like a third full. Less than a third full. If they go in... I don't see it. Like, I don't see attendance spiking because of a stadium. Attendance, arises when performances on the pitch increase. It's that simple. Like, you can do a graph, Better performances, better attendance. So I find it really weird, in my opinion. Some people are saying it could be a 1 billion job. Makes no sense. Is that true? That wouldn't make a lot of sense because how on earth would they, you can't realistically finance that in the Championship. I mean, you could struggle doing that in the Premier League. Tottenham helped pay for their ground with a deal with the NFL. The NFL literally gave them billions. Oh, chance of Villa, Watkins. Well, it should have. A bit off topic, but Watkins had a chance for Aston Villa then. Very surprised the foul wasn't given. It looked like Watkins fouled a defender. The referee doesn't seem to be bothered, and his shot is saved. I just seen this. I mean, no, he does try and dive. Yeah, I think the referee's actually cooking there. I think the defender's looking for that all day. It's Yoro. I mean, he has a little hand on his back, but he's looking for that all day. All day. Speaking to a lot of fans, they don't go because the team's shot. Exactly. So like a new ground for Birmingham City is not going to make people go. Maybe the first game probably is a sellout, or at least close to it. Within a month, all the hype dies out. You know. Watkins, straight the keeper. A bit of a snapshot with his weak foot, but it is straight the keeper. But yeah, look, if Blues win the Premier League, they could easily sell 60k. Championship, nowhere. At League One, you're lucky to get 15,000 in League One. Yeah, just enough on Blues anyway, but I just think the whole situation is very funny. Very funny. Watch YouTube is AJS TV. Just like YouTube, TikTok, all the socials. We got 16 of you in the YouTube live. I appreciate all your support, guys. A couple half chances for Ollie Watkins. I mean, it's a simple save in the end for Chevalier, but we should be doing a bit more, I think. How you doing, Luke? He said, AJ, you're back. AJ, where you gone? Hang on. Header! Yes! Ollie Watkins! It's 1-0. Ollie Watkins has scored from the corner. I was trying to read my chat. I look up. Watkins header 1-0, and it is deserved. I mean, we have been all over Lille, to be quite honest. We have been all over Lille. Lovely header from Ollie Watkins, our player of the season, easily. Brilliant header. And the camera pans to Prince William there, which is not bad. Dave ruined Villa. Just watching again. John McGinn, left-footed corner. Oh, it's brilliantly floated. Absolutely brilliantly floated to Ollie Watkins. He has a free header. Wait, did I just see that right? Ollie Watkins has a free header in front of goal. I'm not being funny, but when a team has one striker, you probably should mark him. I know, crazy that. But you probably should put someone on Ollie Watkins, considering he scores headed goals. I don't think you have to be a tactico to understand that logic. He has the freest of header in front of goal. Crazy. Shall I act surprised? Villa are winning. Early days yet. I mean, look, the Villa bottle could easily happen here. Don't you worry. It could be on its way. But as of right now, it's Aston Villa 1, Lille 0, and it's been all Villa. Watkins has had a couple half chances and a goal now. Fantastic. Prince William has had a massive glow down over the years, says Yoshimunda. I think maybe his hairline, that's about it. That's about it. I'm just reading some other comments. Cost between 2 and 3 billion. They want to connect the NFL, American owner, so there's a foot through the door. To be fair, I did forget about that. Birmingham City are owned by some Americans now, so they could open the NFL door. They love having games at the Tottenham ground, so maybe they'd have games in Birmingham as well. I don't know. I'd hate it if the Premier League did it, but maybe Americans look at their sport different. I don't like the idea. Like, if you said to me, oh yeah, we're going to have a Premier League game in Saudi Arabia, like Villa against Fulham is going to be played in Saudi, I would not like that personally. I don't know. I don't know about that. Luton would beat Lille, by the way. That's cope. That is cope. What is... Luton... I'm not being funny. I don't think you'd beat Lille. I don't. You take Palmer out of Chelsea, you're getting slapped, mate. I don't know, mate. I don't know. You're so lucky you got Palmer. Honestly, Chelsea are so lucky they got Cole Palmer. So lucky. Palmer's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. I've had comments of up the Blues. I mean, you're going down, but enjoy. Enjoy. Who's going up? Stockport away, Exeter away, Cambridge away. Enjoy those games. Barnsley at this rate because they're fucking shit recently. I might KMS if I hear American tourists. These Yanks will actually have heart attack. Americans go to Smallheath. Oh my god. You know, they go and watch like Downton Abbey and it's like all posh and everything, and then they go Smalley. Oh man. Oh, it would be funny. He'd be 18th without Palmer. Oh my god. I did say you'd be near the bottom three. I didn't think you'd be in it. I said you'd be in a relegation battle. That's crazy. That is crazy. The fact he wasn't your number one priority must be terrifying. As a surely the Chelsea fans are scared. They basically stumbled. They stumbled into the Palmer signing almost. Lovely ball from Mcginn, but it's just hit the heel of Bailey rather than go in front of him. I think it's more Bailey being an idiot than Mcginn personally. We try going for Elise instead. Imagine. Oh my god. I like Elise, but Elise isn't going to have a club on his shoulders. That's such a shame, actually. It's mad. Pau Torres has done brilliantly here, by the way. Still going, Pau. Into Watkins. He actually wanted the 1-2 there with Watkins. He made a run in on goal. I kid you not, our centre-back made a run in on goal. This sport is brilliant sometimes. Here come Lille, though, on the break, and we could be in trouble, but that is a fantastic tackle from Yuri Tielemans to rescue Villa in midfield. Now Villa on the break. Tielemans with Mcginn on his right. Shite ball into Bailey. Shite ball into Bailey. But I'll praise him for the tackle. The tackle's brilliant. Oh, the Villa says flex gear. Top lad, mate of the Villa says G. So far, so good. You can't complain. As a Villa fan, you cannot complain. This football has been absolutely brilliant so far. Thoroughly deserved. Lead. Now, John McGinn has gone down. This is a worry. McGinn's holding... It looks like he's holding his hamstring. Palmer robbed of Player of the Month, by the way. Unbelievable. He got Player of the Month. I've been living under a rock. I'm going to have a look, actually. Player of the Month. It would be for March, wouldn't it? Oh, Muniz. He did score goals. To be fair, that is someone that he did cook that month. To be fair, I remember like every Fulham game, if there was a Fulham goal, it would be Muniz. So I am not surprised. In fairness, I am gonna have a look how many he scored. I am gonna have a look. Because it looked like to me he's scoring every time he fucking played. There has been a shot for Lille. That was easily saved by Emi Martinez. Fucking hell, he was cooking. Goal and an assist against Brighton. 2 goals against Spurs. Of course, he was stat padding Spurs. Oh, he's surprised. And a goal against Sheffield. Oh, he stat padded Spurs and Sheffield United. Oh my god. He got 5 goal contributions in the month of March. Literally stat padded Spurs. You blame Spurs for that. You should look at my FPL. I haven't been on FPL in time. Honestly, I should have a look at what cesspit my team is these days. I don't even know. Without Palmer and FPL, I would have got 12 points. Watkins is fucking robbed. 29 goal contributions. And oh yeah, by the way, Watkins hasn't won a Player of the Month. I forgot to mention that, Luke. That is a brilliant mention. How has Watkins not won a single one? Like, genuinely. Harry Maguire, I need to make this as a video, actually. Harry Maguire has a Player of the Month, and Ollie Watkins does not. You know how mental that is? You know how... the fact that, you take Maguire... it's not Maguire. You take Watkins out of the equation anyway. The fact Maguire has a Player of the Month is insane. But, honestly... I don't get it. We haven't got a Player of the Month since Hazard? There's no way that's true. There's no way that's true. I remember a couple of years ago, Al Ghazi was robbed. Al Ghazi got like 6 goals in December and wasn't given Player of the Month. And it was I think it was 6 goals. It might have been 5 goals. But it was one of the most like daylight robberies ever. Like he cooked for just 1 month. He cooked, and he never got it. And I couldn't understand why. He scored like every game. But yeah, it'll be forever known in Villa folklore. A Spurs fan says Villa are shit. And Margaret, the score is 1-0 Aston Villa with an Ollie Watkins header. So far, it's been all Villa. I'm very happily saying that. Lovely ball from Louise. Chat to Villa. Watkins! Oh, what a block that is. Should have been 2-0 to Villa. Incredible bit of defending that. I need to see who made the challenge. I think it was Diakate. Ollie's on. Yes, Diakate. That's fantastic defending from Diakate. Stretching it. I mean, that block is insane. It literally saves a goal. Should have been 2-0 Aston Villa. No bite at the Spurs fan because you held 4. We did hold 4 to Spurs, but then they nearly held 4 to Fulham within less than a week. So I don't know. It swings roundabouts, doesn't it? Corner Aston Villa. Oh, good goalkeeping. Chevalier with the catch. Awkward corner as well for him to do that with, so fair play. Here come Lille on the break. Ball towards David. It's gone to the back stick. Brilliant save, Martinez. Emi Martinez with a stunning save. Still not clear. Bailey heads it away. And now Rodgers with the clearance. Fantastic save. What annoyed me about that was the pass wasn't even meant for him. It was meant for Jonathan David, but it found to Grover at the back stick. And Emi Martinez pulls off a very smart save to deny Lille a goal. Fucking hell, man. The Villa fans singing a little chant about Martinez, which is nice to hear. Ollie scored 7 goals in a month and a hat-trick, so much robbery. Ollie needs to get his 30 goal contributions this season. He's got more goal contributions than any player in the Premier League. You know how insane that is. I can't see Chelsea improving massively next season. The club is such a mess. Got to build around Palmer. I mean, Tim Sherwood's spot on. I know it's a bit rude to say it in front of Cole Palmer, but they do need to build around him. And the current players around him are kind of shit. So, I don't know. Some Chelsea fans are upset by what he said, but he's spot on. Chat to Villa. Bailey. Oh, not on the right wavelength of Konza. I think that's more Konza's fault than Bailey, to be quite honest. Everton getting a point deduction. Guess who the next game? I did see someone tweet that. We're going to have to search Total Sportet on the web. To be fair, half of Lille's team deserve to be playing for bigger clubs. How the fuck is the likes of Yoro David and shit? Yeah, I mean, they're very loyal, but Jonathan David should be nowhere near Lille. Like, honestly. I don't know, man. They must be paying him some good money. That's all I say. Or he's just a loyal player, but you don't see many of those these days. 1-0 Roma. It is, actually. Milan 0, Roma 1. Club Brugge 1, PAOK 0. And Benfica 1, Marseille 0. Earlier today as well, for any Villa fan or anyone looking at the Conference League, heavy favourite Fenerbahce lost 3-2 away at Olympiacos. So the winner out of Villa and Lille will be playing the winner of Olympiacos and Fenerbahce. So that's a very interesting result for Villa fans to look at and give a little side eye to ahead of our game today. Santos. Oh, you diving little cunt. You diving little cunt. He's holding his nose in the butt. Honestly, fuck Lille. Fuck Lille. That's 2 now. That's 2 times they've dived. Digne wants a booking for it, but he's probably not going to get it. What a little diving cunt. Oh, he Digne doesn't even touch him. He puts his arm to cover, but his arm makes 0 contact and he holds his nose. Honestly, fuck this Lille. Fuck this Lille team. Two instances of simulation in 25 minutes. That's insane. Mad. Absolutely crazy. I'm scared of Fenerbahce, whatever, beat us. I mean, they are other than Villa are the favourites to win the tournament, but Fenerbahce are the second favourites, so that, the eyes will always be on us and them. So the fact that they lost 3-2, there's already a lot of attention on Fenerbahce anyway. If you guys didn't know, they've got a bit of beef actually with basically the Turkish FA, because they wouldn't rearrange their final. They had a cup final in Turkey. It wouldn't get rearranged. So they fielded their under-19s, conceded a goal within a minute, and then literally abandoned the game. And they're now talking about like leaving the league. Like, honestly, the drama around Fenerbahce is crazy. But they wanted to rest players because of the Conference League. The Turkish FA didn't allow them to. Now they're beefing with the Turkish FA. And just to like top it off, they get hammered by Olympiacos. I mean, they were 3-0 down. They made it like 3-2 very late on. But yeah, lots of drama in Turkey right now. Lots of drama. I don't know if it was Justice for getting me signed Gauchi, but apparently we were linked with Chevrolet at one point in January as a possible summer transfer. Confuses me as we've already got 3 keepers. I mean, some links are literally a load of shite. You got to remember this. It's just sometimes journalists trying to make money. We'll see. I think, you know what? I'll also give credit. I actually thought Olsen played well against Man City. Look, maybe I fell and hit my head at some point, forgot about it, because I'm saying something positive about Robin Olsen, but he actually played okay. I would like to see Gauchi play in the cup games next season. But Olsen... No, it wasn't bad. He made a couple good saves. Maybe the bar is so low that I just was expecting utter shit. I didn't get utter shit, and then, it could just be that. But there was like 1 or 2 saves I was actually pleased with, like really pleased with. I think it was like a 1-on-1 with Bernardo Silva, and he stuck his leg out and made a save. Anyone know free stream on iPhone? I unfortunately do not. iPhone's not good for, like iOS in general isn't good for live streams of football. At least like apps. I know Android has lots of them, but there's not many for iOS. At least as far as I'm aware. I know how can he... I mean, the Foden goals are literally unsavable. We could have Emi Martinez and Olsen in goal together at the same time. I don't think they're saving... at least, like, Foden's last goal was, like, ridiculous. It was literally just ridiculous. Goodmanson with a cross, which was held by Martinez. Half an hour gone here. It is Aston Villa 1, Lille 0. Guys, I do appreciate all your support. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. We've got 23 of you in the YouTube live. Feel free to support. I am also live on TikTok. If you can double tap the screen, it'd be very much appreciated. Gouch looks quite decent. I'm probably fucking his name up, to be honest. But I don't know how. I think it's pronounced Gouchy. Gouchy. I don't know. But from what I've seen, I saw like a couple of clips online. Look, they can always make players look good, but he looked okay. There's a reason why we bought him. And, in the scouting team, I trust, Top 4 predictions. It probably will be Spurs. I'm really not trying to be negative, but it probably will be Spurs. But then Spurs have to play such hard games. I think Spurs' end of the season is that brutal. It's definitely not Man United. So it's between us and Spurs. It's just whoever's not that shit. Oh, chance. Brilliant save again. Villa needs to wake up because Martinez has made 2 incredible saves in the last 5 minutes to deny Lille. Genuinely, Villa have to wake up defensively because this is shite. It's a wonderful save again. The shot had very little conviction in it, to be honest, but that should have been an equaliser. That should have been an equaliser. Very good save. And the Villa fans once again singing about Martinez, which, I mean, fully deserved. Arguably being our best player. Incredible goalkeeping. Where we would be without Martinez is something I don't want to think about, to be honest. Josh FHD says, I say try to put this game away before half-time, rotate squad. I would love that, except we've just been playing like utter shit the last 10 minutes. Oh, this goalkeeping is brilliant. He probably should take the ball round Emmy, if I'm being honest. Emmy's not amazing when players try and dribble near him. He's not amazing at that. He just tries to like slip it under him, and it's a really good save. But I think if he had that chance again, he'd try and go around him 100%. Really good keeping, but he just rushes. He rushes the Lille player. I couldn't see who it was. I think it was the Grover again. It possibly could have been Bentaleb. But I think it was the Grover, and it's just a really poor attempt. Still, terribly defended from Villa. Thoughts on Hayden playing right back and Konza and Torres in the middle? I like Kessler. I think Kessler's a good defender. I genuinely think Kessler's very good. He's like, call me insane. I'd rather Kessler than Matty Cash right back. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe I am insane, but I genuinely think Kessler. He can't be much. I think Cash is so bad sometimes. He can't be much worse. That's my logic with Kessler right back. Cash just loves to bomb forward. Oh, I've just seen the replay. It was Diakate, their centre back, in on goal, which is why I couldn't remember who was the. I thought it was the Grover. It was Diakate on the break with a 1-2. Their centre back managed to go in on goal with our keeper, and he made the save. Enough said. That's crazy. I was like, number 18. I was like, I was trying to look for their attack. I don't see a number 18 here, and it's their fucking centre back. Ball into Watkins. Now, this is a chance of Villa. Watkins on his own. Left-footed. Tries the near post and he hits the side. I mean, he's on his own. There's no criticism from me there on Ollie, but look, if you're going to be a bit of a dick, maybe you could say you should try and chop back on his right foot, maybe look for an option. Because unless that's like a ridiculous shot, you're probably not going to score from that angle with your weak foot. I don't know. But at the same time, like I said, he's on his own. So no criticism from me. What I say is why is Wells number one. Emi Martinez is fantastic. I genuinely want Emi to be at Villa for his whole career. Get him on a lifetime contract. This man is consistently brilliant for Aston Villa. Like I said, I dread to think where we'd be without him. Honestly, he's so good. He is so very good. He's reacted so well to like our high line. I remember an interview he had where for Argentina they play quite a low block, so he had to like learn and adapt very quickly to be like a sweeper keeper for Villa, and he's done so well. You'd think he's natural, like honestly. Some keepers really struggle, like Nick Pope. Nick Pope's a brilliant keeper. He could never be a sweeper keeper. Far too slow, far too awkward to come out of his goal. Some keepers just can't do it. Mcginn chance for Villa. Good ball into Bailey chance. Left foot. Oh, Bailey. Oh, Bailey. He's put it wide, and that's a real let-off. That is a real let-off. Leon Bailey, man. He's done everything right but the shot. He fakes on his right, gets it on his favourite left with a clear sight of goal, and he bends it. Problem is, there's not enough bend on it. It literally it's the flattest shot you see. That is not your typical Leon Bailey left footer. That is that is heartbreak. That very easily could have been 2-0 Aston Villa. The defender got sold, literally sent to Tesco. Like he did the hard part. It's just the shot. It's the easy part at the end. It's the shot, and he fucked it up. Don't think Martinez gets enough credit from rival fans. I also agree with that. Another example of that, from a keeper who doesn't get the credit he deserves, right? Jose Sarr. I think Jose Sarr is absolutely brilliant, and I never see people talk about him. I never see people mention Jose Sarr as being one of the best keepers in the Prem. I think he's fucking class. Wolves defensively are shit. He has saved them on so many occasions. Honestly, he's never spoken about, and I don't get it. He's absolutely brilliant. If Jose Sarr played for like a top team in the Premier League, we'd be saying how good he is every week. But because he plays for Wolves, no one talks about him. And it's that simple. Like the last time a good keeper for a shit team that everyone like knew, or at least everyone agreed with, was Pickford at Sunderland. And that was years ago. And that was because Sunderland was so shit that season. And Pickford was so good. Like, he conceded like 80 goals and he was still insane. I'm just going to call it ASG. He said, I'm going to my first game against Bournemouth. I'm sat in the Trinity. I hope you enjoy. That will be hopefully a very nice, decent game. Bournemouth, they're a bit of a tough team, bit of a bogey team for Villa in previous years, but I hope you enjoy that game. All the years I've gone to Villa, I've barely gone Trinity. I've barely gone there. It's I'd say a good 60-70% of games I've spent in North Stand, and the rest have been Holt End and then just scattered around the stadium. Honestly, the best place to go in the ground. So people will say Holt. I'm saying lower North Stand near the away fans. That's like the best banter in the whole ground. Look, I just think it's the most underrated place in the whole stadium. There is just constant back and forth. I mean, unless you're playing like Fulham and they just don't bring enough fans to have a back and forth anyway. But like, it's brilliant. I would very much recommend. Whole End is great. If you want to sing like the whole game just about anything, like, have a drink with the boys and all that, Whole End's for you. If you want like the proper banter between the fans, North Stand lower. Oh yeah, because it's just back and forth between the sets of fans. Like I said, unless they don't bring a lot away, then it gets a bit dead because they don't really react very like Villa. It will be either one set of the supporters basically having a dig at the other, and that's when it starts. Yeah, and then there's like a back and forth. But if the away end isn't that full, that's when it gets a bit shit. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on Villa Park anyway. I do indeed. I do go to games. I got an uncle who's a season ticket holder. I go with him quite often. I will say I've rejected him a lot this year because I've just been busy with university. So yeah, I always get a WhatsApp message like, "Are you free?" And I'm like, "Well, I kind of have an assignment due," and I'm like, as recent as the Brentford game, I was offered, and I unfortunately was busy. But if I'm not at Villa, I'll be doing these streams, or I'm just doing something else. There's always a reason. It is 1-0 Atalanta against Liverpool. That is a huge shock. Skamaka, former West Ham player, has scored. Huge goal there. I mean, Jurgen Klopp's farewell tour? It's not exactly ending very well. Battling the league almost against Man United and now losing to Atalanta. Oh dear. I'm studying computer science. I'm in my final year. I graduate in 2 months. It has been fucking brutal. The amount of work I've had to do. Even today, I've spent most of today doing my fucking final project. It's a 7,500 word fucking project. And it is horrible. The literature review alone has took me far too long. Oh, that's a bit of a mistake. It's Jonathan David. Oh, it's another top save for Martinez. Jesus. Honestly, Villa defensively have not been anywhere near good enough. It's another top save to deny Lille. Well, that's 3 times now. All started from a bit of shit defending from Villa, and it's Dougie Luiz as well, who he tried to help with a tackle, and he just flicks it against a Lille man. The ball ricochets forward, so he actually helps their attack. And Martinez, once again, there to rescue Villa. I mean, look, I want to be positive that we're winning, but we have been shit. Like, we've literally been saved by Emmy multiple times now. Computer science plays well, will be worth it in the end. I mean, let's hope, eh? Let's hope. Overall I've enjoyed the course, but I didn't realise, I probably should have, but I didn't realise how difficult it actually would be. It's very hard. I will say, for anyone who's doing that course, or like, so if they're thinking about it, it's fucking brutal. So, really think about it. SMH says, I'm going to Chelsea Villa game. Hope you enjoy that, man. And how old are you? Very, very personal question. As of this March, I'm 24. Time has fucking flown. I'll tell you that right now. I'm French, hoping lost win. Wait, of course you are. I mean, I'm not surprised. I was, a lot of English fans wanted West Ham to win the Conference League last season. Bar rivalries, you want your team, you want teams from your country to do well, So I'm not surprised. And to be honest, they've been just as good as Villa. Like, I will scaredly admit that they've actually had more chances. Probably could even have been winning this game. It's just Emi Martinez has been absolutely brilliant. Multiple saves have been made. The last one, I think Jonathan David has to do more. It's a really good save, but I mean, Emi's celebrating it like a goal. I've just seen the cameras pan to him after the save and he's celebrating. But they've had multiple chances in this game and we've been bailed out by this keeper. Any players from Lille that caught your eye? Well, I did just mention Jonathan David. He's definitely up there. Diakate has been very good defensively. Zegrova on the break has caused us problems. But yeah, I think they play really good football. They've just got zero conviction in their shots. Like, they do the hard bit. And the only chance that Villa have had that I think we really should have done better was Bailey's chance, which he put wide. Bailey had a clear sight of goal and he put it past the post. Like, I think it was Ismail or it might have been Yoro who was in front of it. It possibly could have been Yoro. But either way, he sent the defender, got it on his left, tries to bend it in the far corner. Like your typical Leon Bailey shot. And he puts it wide, and I'm like, he's got to do better there. This is at home. This is at Villa. It is at Villa Park, which is why it's very important we win this game, because away from home, we just don't travel well. Like in Europe, we're getting better in the league, but in Europe, we don't travel. We couldn't beat Zrinjski away. So, like, if we have to go to Lille and win, I don't think we would. I genuinely, if say we lose this game, like say we lose 2-1, and we have to go to Lille to rescue, I don't think we do. Maybe I'm just a negative little cunt, but I really don't think we do. The only team we've beaten away in Europe, other than, well, technically Hibernian, but it was AZ Alkmaar, who were terrible. We couldn't even beat Zrinjski. Like, I don't think people need to understand that. Like, we drew with a side I didn't even know existed before the competition started. The Bosnian champions. We couldn't be. I hate being negative, but that's just, it is what it is. Villa at home, I think would beat anyone in this competition at home, but away is the worry for me. 2 minutes out of time to go. Bailey gets across it. It's a good ball. No one really there to attack it. Mcginn tries to head it forward. It deflects off Jonathan David, and a free kick to Lille's actually been given instead. I didn't see what the foul was for. Mcginn is complaining about something. Atlanta 1-0. Sammy says up the Villa. But yeah, so far we're winning, and I'm really struggling. I'm struggling for positives. Watkins has scored a good header. There's your positive, because you're not getting much more than that. Very easily could have been sat here saying we're 3-1 down at home. So I do think Unai Emery is gonna, kick some ass in the halftime dressing room, because it's just not being good enough. I actually genuinely feel for them. We fucking need to wake up. I've just seen on Villa's Twitter, because I want to see what Villa are tweeting about. Literally, I'm not joking. The last 3 tweets Villa have made have all been Martinez. Word for word, bar for bar. Martinez saves brilliantly from Zagrova. Sensational from Martinez again to deny Diakate. And David is through, but again, Martinez makes top save. That sums up the game. That has literally summed up the game. 3 big chances, 3 big saves. We genuinely need to wake the fuck up. Because we cannot keep getting away with it, basically. Who's your favourite Villa player of all time? That's a very tough question to ask. You can only go from like your lifetime and what you've seen. Probably, well, when I was growing up, it was Ashley Young, and I think it probably still is, especially with how, in my opinion, how good he was last year. He will forever be an icon to me. That Ashley Young. Yoshimunda said, I think Konza is so much better at centre back. I mean, Konza at right back is. It's like we're forced to do it because we don't really have a lot of squad depth and all that. Yeah. Yeah, Young was brilliant. I think he should have been given a contract extension. Imagine if we gave Young a contract extension, we wouldn't even need to play Konza out of position. I think he deserved. Honestly, the amount of times we had to depend on Ashley Young as well. I thought, maybe some people would have disagreed. Young was my player of the season last year, literally based on like what he did for us, and he was, he was the reason why we got in the Conference League. There were games he had to play centre mid, like he was the utility man for us. He did everything, and he played so well. He put his heart into absolutely everything. I will never take that away from Young. Like I said, I wish he managed to play more games and have a contract this season, but he wasn't given it. And at Everton, it hasn't really gone very well, but Everton are wank, so I'm not entirely surprised. They're not a great defensive team. I think, he would have suited Villa better. Like you put fucking Ruben Diaz at Luton Town, and suddenly they wouldn't be like an incredible defensive team just because they've got one good defender in there. Yeah, so Unai Emery was so clever because like he'd play Young in the back four with like Alex Moreno, and then Moreno would be the really aggressive fullback, and Young would drop in, and the defense would basically pivot to like a back three while we're on the attack, and like Moreno would be like a winger almost. Like I loved the system that we played, and Young was brilliant for it because he could go forward, but because of how old and slow he was, he would often be that man to stay back. And he suited that role really well. And I don't think Cash does, because Cash doesn't really defend very well. Cash right wing for Forest. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I think it was only a year after after he properly played any games at right back for Forest, we signed him in the Premier League as a right back for Villa. I don't think that was a good idea anyway. Like, we clearly needed someone with more experience than that. I think he did well to adapt, but yeah, like you said, in his youth, he was a winger. He'd played for Forest on the wing. We know that because he scored against us in a 5-5 game against Forest. And he played. I think he played on the wing that day as well. He even shushed the Holt end as well when he scored. I do find that quite funny looking back. Still remember Young's bullet versus Notts Forest. Trying to think the most iconic goal. I remember Ashley Young scoring against Birmingham City in a 5-1. I was very young for that. I think I was 8 years old, and we battered Blues at home. The goals that I think of, like Everton away, but everyone knows that the 3-2, like Ashley Young away at Goodison, last kick of the game. He won Villa the game. I think that's probably the most iconic Villa goal Ashley Young has scored. I think Everton had just equalised as well, and then Young got the winner at Goodison. And it's like I'm almost certain that's one of like the most iconic Young goals for Aston. Probably just Ashley Young goals in general. But I remember that quite vividly. We need another right back, says Ella. I do agree. It is an issue. I think fullbacks in general are an issue. Alex Moreno, I do like him, but you know, he's got problems with his game, a bit similar to Cash. Great going forward, defensively not amazing. Digne's been a lot better this season. I used to be like Digne's biggest critic, but he's actually been okay this year. I think he's suited Unai Emery's football a lot more than like Gerrard's football and Dean Smith's football. No, it would have been just Gerrard. Never mind. He suited. He's a Gerrard signing, wasn't it? But Digne didn't play very well under Gerrard. And it's only since Unai's come in I've thought Digne's been okay. But Cash, I like Cash. I just think you gotta be brutal sometimes in football, and you gotta make those big decisions where he probably shouldn't be an Aston Villa player if we want to be serious for the Champions League, to be honest. You got to make those cutthroat decisions, you know? And Cash isn't really good enough if we want to make top four. Like, it's that simple. He probably could play for like a mid-table Premier League club, but not for what we want. Not for what we want. The most loyal player ever for Villa, Fabian. You are funny. I still remember that Man City game, the boos from the Villa fans when Delph came on the pitch, deafening. I will never forget that. I think this is the most I've ever heard a player get booed, ever. It will never be beaten. It was absolutely deafening. What player would you buy for right back? Jeremy Frimpong. He can play in a... Because, like, I think Frimpong is brilliant, by the way, because, like, not only is one of the best fullbacks in the world right now anyway, but when he... Like, there's been a couple games this season when he's played a back five, Frimpong can play as a wing back. So Frimpong would be absolutely brilliant at Villa. It's just getting him to come in. But if you said, you know... if you gave me that option of if I could get anyone, it would be Frimpong. Di Lorenzo is another great shout. Someone I was very fond of during the Euros for Italy, actually. Very good fullback. But yeah, just for the... you know, I always say Frimpong just for the fact that he's a bit versatile. He's very quick. He's one of the few players that's very good going forward and defensively. Usually you have to sacrifice a bit of that. You know, we see like Kyle Walker, one of the best examples of someone who in the past has been very good attacking and defensively. And yeah, I think Frimpong can be that. Nico Williams is a good pick. Can be. I've seen... I don't know. I have seen some bad games of Nico Williams. You know, the first thing I think of is just some dodgy games, but you know, his career isn't defined from a few bad games. So maybe a thing about Kufau, a bit old. He's a good player, but a bit old, and not someone I want at Villa personally. He's I don't think he's an upgrade on Cash at all. Probably better defensively than Cash, but doesn't offer a lot going forward. His crossing's all right, but he's not the quickest, and I don't know. He's just your typical Premier League fullback. Can't believe how many goals him. Oh, Grimaldo's fucking brilliant as well. He's someone I tell you what, genuinely because of FIFA. Maybe I shouldn't say that bit, but genuinely because of FIFA, I've known about Grimaldo for such a long time. Genuinely for like 5-6 years, and I've always thought, you know what, this lad's not bad. And then I've watched him here and there in games over the years. I'm like, it's not bad. And then this year, he's absolutely cooked. Absolutely cooked. Yeah, I'd always have Grimaldo. I know my point is invalid because I mentioned FIFA, but it's because of FIFA I've then gone on and like identified some players and made sure to like look out for these players, you know, when watching games. So the point starts for FIFA, but shut up. I'd have like Spanish teams and Grimaldo would just slot in brilliantly, and then I'm like, you know what, this guy looks good. I'm gonna see what he's like in real life, and there'd be games where he'd be playing in. I'm like, he's not bad. He's got some pace. He's good at one-on-one defending. Like this season, oh my god, man possessed, Absolutely incredible. Damon's Footy Vlog said Villa are one of the favourites to win, in my opinion. Yeah, awesome Fenerbahce, and then Fenerbahce got battered today, so yeah, I think we are the favourites. We've had such a shit first half. I need to reiterate my point, right? We have not played very well this first half. We're winning 1-0. Maybe I'm just being negative, but you go, like I said, you go on Villa's Twitter, and the point's also kind of made. Got this capture thing on TikTok now, brilliant. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the fuck now? Okay. It's literally not, it's not letting me. Look at this. It's literally not letting me do the capture. That's fantastic. Oh, wait, what? Unable to identify. I love it when a capture on TikTok. Oh, shit. What is going on? I think my TikTok live has gone down. Fucking hell, man. Love it. Has an absolute meltdown over me being live. Then it doesn't stop me from completing the capture. Then it just crashes. Absolutely love that. Anyway, going back to my point, I apologise to the TikTok viewers. That was a load of shite, as always, from TikTok. It's like, okay, we think you might be a bot because you've been live for a while. Do this capture. Then my screen just doesn't react to the capture at all. And then it just, like, crashes. So that's fantastic. Anyway, point I'm trying to make. Emi Martinez, 3 occasions, has had to make an incredible save to deny a Lille goal. 3. You can go and look at Villa's Twitter. I'm not joking. The last 3 tweets they made before half-time was 3 Martinez saves. Martinez saves brilliantly from Zagrova, save sensational from Martinez to deny Diakate, and Jonathan David's through again. Martinez makes the top save. Emi has kept Villa in this game. Defensively, we've been at 6s and 7s. The high line, we have struggled a little bit. It works against some teams really well. It's not really worked today. And thanks to really shit finishing from Jonathan David, and especially Diakate, it's the reason why we're still winning this game. But that's not positive. That is, we play a better team, we lose this game. Like, it's that simple. We play any team that has any level of conviction, we will be finding ourselves losing. I can't stress that point enough. It's just, it hasn't been good enough, and we need to wake up defensively. Going forward, it's not been terrible. Bailey had a big chance to make it 2-0. And like, I think up until maybe like the 25th minute mark, I think we were all over Lille. Then they started having chances. But the silly mistakes at the back, honestly, could cost it. Every time they have a chance, it's based off a defensive mistake. Every fucking time. And I'm tired of that shit. Honestly, we are the reason for our own downfall sometimes. Like, within the first couple of minutes, Carlos losing the ball pretty much inside his own box. Like, seriously. We cannot be doing this in a fucking important game. We can't, I mean, it's bad enough in a game I don't care about. Like, you see that in a friendly, you probably, raise an eyebrow. In a fucking quarter-final of a European competition, you're giving the ball away in your own box. Insanity. Giving a centre-back a one-on-one. Diakate played a 1-2 in on goal. In on goal with Martinez. He's their centre-back. And because he's their centre-back, he can't finish his dinner, and it's a good save from Martinez. Still not good enough. Like, I'm seeing some Villa fans being positive, and it's fair enough. I mean, if you want to be like that. But there's a lot that are criticising the mistakes. Yeah. Someone said, happy with that. Could have and should have been more. Offside trap is what. I don't think it is. Are people watching the same game as me? Okay, this one I agree with. Just don't drop the lead. Give Martinez man of the match already. We are doing good. We got this up the field. See, you can't have the words, our goalkeeper is man of the match, and we're doing well in the same sentence. There's a reason why There is a reason why. I don't know, man. There's a reason why he's saying he's man of the match. It's because he's been forced to make those saves. Also, I've just seen the Atalanta goal against Liverpool, and it's not looking good for Kelleher. If I was a Liverpool fan, I would be worried about that goal. That's terrible. You compare Martinez with Villa, making 3, really good saves to keep them out, and then the Atalanta goal at Anfield has basically gone through Kelleher's body. Like that's not good at all. It squirms underneath Kelleher's body. It's not even in the corner. It's pretty much a shot down the middle of the goal that just squirms underneath Kelleher. It's really bad goalkeeping. Yeah, not good at all. Football Nothing says 1.5 times. Blessing. Hope they all took fucking cold showers half time to wake up. I agree entirely. Yoshimundo says need Duran to come on and score 60 miles per hour screaming like he did. John Duran, you know what? I thought Duran was brilliant against Ajax. He was, I thought he was really good against Man City. I think he's turned a little bit of a corner, Duran. I'm starting to see more positive stuff about Duran. Come on, Guinea says your favourite ginger. Up the Villa from Riska, South Wales. Up the Villa, man. Another up the Villa Sport from Swansea, Wales. Lots of people from different places, man. Very nice to see. Harry says Diego needs to be calmer on the ball. I fully agree with that. Martinez with 3 1-on-1 saves need to wake up, cut out sloppy passes. I thoroughly agree with that as well. Nowhere near good enough defensively. I think you really have to. You have to be drinking some fine copium if you genuinely believe that we played well defensively that first half. Like I said, I don't get when people in the same sentence will say, I think we played really well, our goalkeeper's man of the match. There's a reason why the keeper's fucking man of the match. Whenever any keeper is man of the match, it's because his defence hasn't quite been good enough, but he's made sure it's okay. Every single time. The only other exceptions are when it's like Man City against like a League One team, and like you expect the defense to not be very good, but the keeper's still done very well. It still comes down to the same principle of the defense should have been a bit better, but the keeper's made up for it. You cannot have, like, for your team to play well, it cannot have a keeper being considered man of the match, in my opinion. The only times, you get him into situations where, one, your defence is shit and he's made loads of saves, or two, there's been that little that has happened in the game. It's been one of the most boring 0-0s, and you're just desperately looking at someone to give an award to, and you're like, well, keeper made like 1 good save. There you go, give it to him. Those are the 2 situations a keeper gets given a man of the match award. I think the third one, if you want to make a third one, it's when they make like a penalty save. But that's like a very specific niche situation. But as of right now, defense was shit. Martinez made 3 really good saves, 3 1-on-1 saves, and Villa lead 1-0. But I'm going to stop because we are underway for the second half, and we are still winning 1-0. So I'm going to shut up about it because I have been yapping about it. But I just think I just really wanted people to realise, like, that, this is it's not very good. Not very good at all. Free kick to Lille for a foul in the corner flag. I'll ask my chat this as well. If we win this game 1-0, how confident would you be in Villa going to Lille and making sure we go through to the semi-final? Is a 1-0 good enough? Because that's the question right now. I don't think 1-0 is good enough. I would not be comfortable with a 1-0 away in France. Knowing that, we lost to Legia Warsaw, who are out. We drew with Zrinjski, who are out. And we drew with Ajax, who we then battered 4-0 at home. So I just think we desperately need to make sure this game has a very heavy result. A very heavy win for us, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen as of right now. Off topic, you see Dybala and Guendouzi pic of him lifting the World Cup. I didn't see that, actually. I'll have a look online. Watkins tries to find Digne. Intercepted from Diakate. Villa get a throw-in, though, at the whole 10. Right by the corner flag. I think Diakate's done well there. I mean, he's sorted the danger out. He's had to give away a bit of a silly throw-in, but it's better than giving the ball. I'd rather Diego Carlos do that than piss about and give the ball away in our own box, So some people will, like the Villa fans will jeer, but I'm like, I'd rather our defenders do that sometimes, George says we need 2, maybe 3 to go to France. Just put everyone. I fully agree with you, George. I fully agree. Maybe it's just the trauma this club has given us as fans over the years. But we can't be rocking up there with a 1-0. I mean, God forbid we draw this game. Or even lose. Like I said, we draw or lose this game, we're out. I'm telling you now. We will literally go out. There's no way we will get a positive result in France if we draw or lose today. Rodgers has been quiet. Is what I will say about Morgan Rodgers. Could even say I forgot who was playing. I don't know how you feel about that, but I genuinely kind of forgot Rodgers was playing. The most influential for Villa going forward is, surprise, surprise, Watkins, who's on the ball now. Lovely back heel, chance for Villa! Brilliant save from Chevalier. And now Mcginn has fouled inside their box and it's a free kick. And I tell you what, it's once again Watkins who's helped Villa with a lovely back heel. It's a vicious strike from Bailey. It's a good save, but it's not in the corner. And that's literally why it's not a goal. It's hit with power. And now Dougie Luiz with a shirt pull and a foul. He's got a very... I mean, it is a yellow card, but... it's a cheap one in the circumstance. It's a little shirt pull in the middle of the park with very little danger from Lille. You don't really want to be getting yellows for that. Some people say, you should really get yellow. Earn those yellows for like taking out a man. If he's like 3-on-3, those are like the situations to like take him out, get that yellow. That's a really cheap yellow to give. It's just it is one. It's a shirt pull. Letter of the law is a foul. It's a yellow card, but it's very silly, really. Looking at the replay again, Bailey, edge of the box. He literally just creeps inside the box, gets a shot at the near post. It could have been a bit more on the near post, but yeah. Football and nothing. Thanks for £2 donation. He says, watch the channel for a while. Good vibes. I really do appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all your positive comments over the time that you've been here. Thank you, man. Watkins has gone down, wanting a foul. So has Bailey now. But Mcginn takes over. He's a little bit on his own. His cross is intercepted and Villa do get a throw in. It's near the box. He's having a bit of a conversation now with, I think with Ollie Watkins. Very vocal, Mcginn, as always. I can't put the game on. I would literally lose my account and the stream would go. I'm looking for a live on TikTok that landed here. How you doing, Oxford? What's good? Bonjour, LA. I will say, I think Lille have played quite well this game. I'll give credit where it's due. His Louise, I don't even know what that is, to be honest. If that's a shot, that's very poor. I do think that's a pass, possibly across, but it's just like looped towards the keeper, not even on target. It's really poor. Really poor. I think Louise had a really poor game, to be honest. Does Tim play against Arsenal on the weekend then? Probably. I mean, a lot of the squad is getting minutes. Even, if Kessler's playing games, like that's how you know the squad is a bit stretched. So I would not be surprised Timo Ogbonna is going to play against Arsenal. Chance of Villa. Watkins has gone down. Now it's a big roar from the Villa fans behind the goal. As he gets it, looked like a shove in the back. VAR will have a real big look at that. It looked like a very obvious shove on Ollie Watkins. And the boos are ringing at Villa Park now. Are they not going to go to VAR? They're not going to look? I need to see this again. That's a fucking foul. He literally gets shoved off the ball. Like, it's Andre that's come across. He shoved him in the back. He's got nowhere near the ball. I am absolutely perplexed that that's not given. That's right in front of the referee as well. He had the clearest view of that. Unbelievable. That is robbery. That is a clear as day shove in the back of Ollie Watkins. There's no attempt to play the ball. He's just plainly shoved him in the back from behind. Digne shouts to Villa. Watkins back to goal. Douglas Luiz hits his own man. There might be an offside in the build-up there. Digne now, it's a bit of a mess. He goes for a shot, it's deflected up in the air. They still don't get it clear. Villa get it back. It's Bailey. Bailey with Konza now on the right. A complete mess with the ball just spinning up in the air multiple times. Scrappy tackles, but Lille desperately trying to get it away. Eventually, Luiz is fouled. Villa do get a free kick, edge of the box. Some ironic applause and cheer from the Villa fans as we actually get a set piece. I still think that's a penalty on Watkins. It's going to take a lot for me to change my opinion on that. It's a shove in the back. It's a clear as day shove in the back. Crazy. Thanks to Rose from Oxford. I do appreciate you, man. He says, I'm French, but you look nice. I'll give you a rose. Well, that's very lovely. Thank you. Free kick of Villa. 55 minutes gone here. Villa 1, Lille 0. And I think so far, second half, we've been all right. Conversation between Watkins and Dougie Luiz. Commentator, I will say, the co-commentator for the game today is adamantly saying that should have been a Villa penalty. And she makes a really good point, saying if that was a foul anywhere else on the pitch, a free kick would have been given to Villa. But because it's in the box, I don't give it. And I think she's absolutely spot on. I genuinely couldn't have said that any better, which is why I wanted to point that out. Brilliant analogy. This is kind of shooting position. It's a little bit far. Could be a Mcginn cross. It will be a pass from Mcginn. It's a Tielemans shot. Oh, it's deflected up and over. Could have gone anywhere. Tielemans had his head in his hands there. Lovely routine. Free kick from... Oh, it literally hits a man on the floor. Santos lay on the floor. That's going in. I'm telling you now, that shot from Tielemans is going in. A man, a Lille player, literally goes on the floor and makes a block. I don't think I've seen much of that ever. That's really clever thinking. I will say that. Corner taken short. Bailey with Luiz next to him. Bailey slips. He goes for a cross. Finds Mcginn. Yes! It's the skipper. It's Super John Mcginn to roll Villa into a 2-goal lead. Absolutely brilliant. Bailey actually slips as he puts the cross in, but John Mcginn is there to slot it away. And on the 56th minute mark, 2-0 Villa. I mean, it's not the cleanest of goals, but it's a really good finish. It's a really good finish. Chevalier absolutely rooted to the spot. Nowhere near the shot. The Villa fans are taking the piss out the Lille supporters, as I hear through the crowd. Lovely goal. I do find it funny that Bailey slips over as he crosses the ball. I don't think this is meant for Mcginn, but it's actually a fantastic... Honestly, he couldn't have done that better if he tried. He slips, and it's the perfect pass to Mcginn. I think he's just trying to cross this into the back post. but because he slips, he gets technically horrible connection on the ball. And it rolls to Mcginn, who, that finish is exquisite. There is no saving that. The bend on that shot is absolutely disgusting. It literally bends just inside the post. There is absolutely no saving that. Fantastic Villa goal. Villa 2, Lille 0. I mean, I love it. You got your typical Mcginn celebration as well. Everything about that I loved. Fantastic. I just realised my battery was low and my phone was paused. Oops. It's 2-0 Villa. I don't know how long my phone's been off because Villa got a second goal and I was just busy celebrating. But my battery is apparently very low. The TikTok stream may go down at some point. We are live on YouTube. 29 of you in the YouTube live. I appreciate all your support today. George says, get another one. We get Tim, Kessler and Duran on. Unai Emery's actually a little bit agitated with something. I've not seen what, but he doesn't actually look too happy right now. Not entirely sure why. Ball back to Martinez. 58 gone. Villa 2, Lille 0. I will say I had a lot of criticism from the first half. Second half, we've been brilliant. And it's also 2-0 to Atalanta away at Anfield. Huge shot there. Scamacca with 2 goals. Scamacca barely kicked a ball at West Ham, has 2 goals at Anfield. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. It's also 2-0 to Benfica as well against Marseille. It's Club Brugge 1, PAOK 0 in the Europa Conference League as well. The Villa fans in fine tune right now. But there's going to be a sub for Lille. And now we're gone. I think it's the first change either team has made actually in this game. So Zagrova's going to come off. Someone actually in my TikTok comments said Zagrova's going to cook Villa. Zagrova is coming off. And it's Yasici. He's going to come on for Lille. I think this guy plays for Turkey, doesn't he? Yeah, I remember his name in the Euros, I think. I remember, a bit off topic. Do you guys remember when Turkey were like the dark horses of the Euros and then lost like every game? I had them as my dark horses as well. I was one of them lot who thought they were going to do well. And they got absolutely cooked in the Euros. And I remember his name. Him and there's another Turkish striker who's very good actually. I forget his name. I actually may have to look at the Turkish national team just to get a recap. But I just remember thinking, oh yeah, they're gonna cook. And yeah, they got cooked. Yildiz. Is it? No, it's not Yildiz. Never mind. They've got a very similar name. I think it's a name with Y. I swear to God. I might be waffling as always. I remember, Kaku. I remember him actually on I think I had him on FIFA as well. It was like an older Turkish striker. Forget who it was. Yilmaz. Thank you. Yilmaz. That was him. Thank you, Saboichi. Yilmaz. That man cooked. I remember, I think he got top scorer in Ligue 1 that year. And I was thinking, yeah, this man he's gonna absolutely cook in the Euros, and he was terrible. He was awful. He was absolutely awful. Oh man. What an amazing time the Euros was. Other than the final. Killer Virtue, doing Paul. He says Liverpool have gone from having a chance to win 3 trophies to praying for the league. You know what's really funny about Liverpool? Liverpool, right? Oh my God. Liverpool have this Man United allergy for some reason out of nowhere. I'm not being funny. How can they expect to win the league if they can't beat Man United in a season? Like, realistically, that's insane. Like I know the Anfield game. I mean, to be fair, they probably should have won both games, but that is like a crazy stat, especially when Man United they just got battered by, well, technically battered by Chelsea in the final couple minutes of a game. Like one of the worst collapse of any team in the Premier League. You know, you win in the 9th minute of injury time, you lose the game. Liverpool can't beat that team. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Like, and I want Liverpool to win the league, genuinely. I can't stand City. Arsenal fans bug me, so I actually, you know, it's like you gotta pick. It's like trying to pick between like AIDS, HIV, chlamydia. You know, you gotta pick one of them. You know, the least negative for me is Liverpool. Oh, goal Lille. Goal back Lille. Oh my God, one back. It is game on. I'm yapping away about fucking Man United and Liverpool. Now, there's going to be a big look from VAR, apparently, if this is onside. He's onside. Fuck's sake. I think he's on. That angle looks like he's on there. Fuck's sake. Oh, don't do it, Brentford. I will literally... There are words I could say here that would get me banned on all social medias. I fucked up the scoreline. How did I even do that? Oh, don't you fucking dare, Villa. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare, Villa. The game is on TNT Sports 3. Arsenal have to win. Oh no, Arsenal fans are horrible, mate. Arsenal fans are atrocious. Please God, no. Please may they not win the league. I hate Arsenal fans so much. They're still checking. 2 months ago I had to play CS. And so, did you actually? I did. Did you see I invited you to a Valorant Discord chat? I was asked by Lewis to invite, and I did. And then I've just ignored the chat, so I have no idea. Daisy Sell the Villa sub, thank you. I do appreciate your support. Very much so. But yeah, Paul, I didn't. I've not even seen if you joined. Thanks, Paul. Fair enough. You know what? Very valid response to be honest. George says, if we do Brentford, then we are done for France. Says, I agree. This check, by the way, is taking 20 years. They're still checking. Oh, goal disallowed! Will not be a goal. Offside. Will not be a goal for Lille. I mean, they say the longer decisions take, that's crazy. It looked on. It kind of looked onside to me. The angle they gave was a bit weird. It looked kind of. Well, maybe it's just the shit angle they gave. I still think he looks onside. Am I stupid? That's millimeters. Am I blind? That's millimeters, mate. But it is not a goal. I mean, we have gotten away with one, I think there, possibly. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm yapping as always, but we'll see. It's not a goal. Guys, 40 of you in the YouTube live. If you haven't already, please do hit that like. I would very much appreciate it. And if you haven't already, double tap the screen on TikTok as well. What the Villa says, Joe, 2-1. No, the goal has been ruled out. It's no longer a goal. On about Liverpool when we're playing in Europe. Yeah, I'm just talking. I didn't know I had to always talk about Villa on these. You know, I forgot to follow my my own rule list. Apparently, I have to talk about only Villa on Villa Lives. Are you in the Aston Villa WhatsApp channel? I'm pretty sure they give live updates every half time. Don't. Well, I'm not in that, but I'm not sure what you're on about. Give live updates. What do you mean? And Paul says, no, it's about Arsenal win the league, and he said he would rather Liverpool out of the 3 teams. Yeah, I was just saying that. I'd rather Liverpool win it. I hate Arsenal fans. Mate, Arsenal are the worst fan base. Mate, I grew up on AFTV. Trust me, they are the worst fan base. Give them a league title, we will never not hear about it. We will never not hear about it. Yeah, the Chelsea Mall will be great, but they're shit anyway. We already get Chelsea mauled every week because they're fucking awful. Liverpool already a big club anyway, so it doesn't matter if they win a league. Like, to me anyway, that's fine. Oh, I've seen this on... I'm telling you now, this offside decision's dodgy, man. It's benefiting Villa, but that looks very... I don't like the lines that they've drawn. I really do not like the lines they've drawn for that. Like I said, maybe go look it online. Maybe I'm just yapping as always, but I think Villa have got away with one there. Lockdown ATV's peak. Oh, when we beat him 3-0 and DT broke his phone. Oh my God. Very peak. Very peak. I only love watching ATV in the lose. Oh yeah, don't go to fan... I say that. I say don't go to fan channels when they win. This is me. I literally watch Mark Goldbridge every week, so ignore me. But it is more entertaining if you're not a fan of a team and they get battered. Honestly, it's really sad to say my channel gets like loads more views when Villa get beat. When Villa got battered on the opening day against Newcastle, literally every video I made around that week fucking exploded because it was just literally Newcastle fans invading all my social media laughing about me. It was insane. And it was also horrible for the same reasons because I wanted to forget about the game and like every post I'd make, it'd just be like a million Newcastle fans in there. I don't know, but my dad told me about it. I think he's in it. They give updates about each game, also behind the scenes stuff. Well, fair enough. I might check that. I might have a little look. Zaniolo can't pass a parcel, mate, says the Villa player. I do tend to agree. Although, to be fair, recently he's been playing all right. So I'm not gonna criticize Zaniolo, at least as of right now, because the last few games he's been okay. Other than him jumping out the wall, which I'm still gonna be annoyed at. Other than that, he's been okay recently. That still pisses me off. How can you be in a defensive wall to block a free kick and you jump out the way? You would see that in year 7. I hear some of our fan base crying for us to sign him on a permanent. No. God, no. Please, no. Thank you. We still have Arsenal to play by. I'm not joking. I'm not joking when I say Chelsea might beat Arsenal. You know, it absolutely reeks. You know that the year Leicester won the league, right? You lot was shit and you helped. I think you beat Spurs and you won Leicester the league. I have a feeling something like that's going to happen. And I think you're going to beat Arsenal and it's going to take them out of title race. I just got this weird feeling. I can picture Cole Palmer with his little shiver celebration with a goal against Arsenal. I'm telling you now. Chelsea with nothing to play for. Cole Palmer just doing Palmer things. I would kind of love to see it. Chelsea and Arsenal is the same as United Liverpool. No matter how shit we are, we always take points away. Mudryk winner. Oh my God. Yeah, I forgot about the Mudryk situation. Oh my God. I will love it. And I think I deserve. That would be that would be quite funny. Oh man. We are going to Athens. Another save at the back post for Martinez. Is the game on at all, says Steve Johnson. Is it on? It's 2-0 Villa. I don't know what you mean, Steve. It's on TNT Sports 3. The game is definitely on. It was a lovely diving header at the back post. It's a good save. It's a comfortable save. But I love the attempt. Lille corner. It's their first of the day, actually. Corner comes in. Fucking hell. It's another good save from Emi Martinez. Emmy's genuinely man of the match. I'm not joking. Emmy's fucking brilliant today. It nearly squeezes in at the near post, and then the ball ricochets out for a goal kick to Aston Villa. He's been man of the match, genuinely. Oh, maybe. But I literally talked about the game just now. I hate when people do that. I don't know. When people come into my channel and say, why aren't you talking about the Villa game? I literally, 90% of my chat on these live streams is about the Villa game. It's just there are times where I'm going to talk about something else. Like right now, Villa are taking 20 years to take a goal kick. I don't think people need to know like how long Emi Martinez is taking. Like, do they want me to fucking talk about, I don't know, Watkins trying to sort his shorts out? Like, I don't know. Wait, Steve, you can go if you want. Feel free, mate. Feel free. This is a discussion. This is just a bit of fun, you know. Digne throwing for Villa. 73 gone. Villa 2, Lille 0. The goal scorers John Mcginn and Ollie Watkins from the first half. Mcginn tries to turn, and it's a goal kick. He tries a little swivel, doesn't really work. And it's a goal kick. Double sub for Villa. Diaby, Alex Moreno are both going to come on. Come on, the boys. Love to see this. Honestly, I'd make more than 2 subs, to be honest. I'd genuinely throw the subs on. Get some of those subs rolling. I'd bring Duran on. I'd bring Kellyman on. Wait, Duran's not on the bench. Where the fuck's Duran? Oh no, he is on the bench. Duran, Diaby, Irog, Bunham, Kellyman. I'd honestly throw some of those on. Zaniolo is on for Morgan Rogers. Moreno is on. I think we've made 3 subs here. Would you take Sterling on a 3? Probably not. I don't know. Sterling. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Zaniolo came on for Rogers a few minutes ago. I did forget to mention that, but he hasn't really touched the ball, so it's not mattered. Diaby has come on for Bailey. Moreno on for Digne. 3 subs for Villa have made. And it's still only 1 sub for Lille. Quarter of an hour to go. Like I said, we got another 2 subs. Honestly, would have been tempted to make those in the next 5 minutes. Get Duran cooking. Get Duran elbowing people, you know? Get him going. Who do you think will get top 4? Probably Spurs, but I'm just hoping Spurs are Spursy. That's just my hope. Klopp out, Moyes in. Says Rosington, main TV. Villa are going to win the Conference League. I mean, we are expected to. I would love it. We haven't won a trophy in my lifetime, so I would very much love that. We'll see. And up the Villa from Nigel. I'm sad about the goal, says Oxford. Unlucky, man. I think Lille can definitely take some credit from the game, you know. I think they've played okay. Definitely should have got at least 1 goal. So it is what it is, isn't it? Thoughts on Liverpool? Good team. Shit today. I don't know what the hell's happened in their game, but they've been absolutely awful. Seemingly against Atalanta. 2-0 down at home. In Jurgen Klopp's supposed farewell tour, it's not going too well. Skamaka hardly got a kick at West Ham. Has a brace at Anfield with Atalanta. Crazy sport this is sometimes. Skamaka got 3 goals in 16 games for West Ham, and he's already literally got two today at Anfield. Mental. I am going to look at the stats in that game because I'm very much intrigued to see what's going on. A big surprise is West Ham 0, Leverkusen 0. I thought that would have lots of goals in it, to be honest. Leverkusen pretty much on the verge of winning the Bundesliga now. Only 2 shots on target for Liverpool. That's a big surprise. I thought it was going to be one of those games where maybe they forced a lot of saves but couldn't score. But no, even XG says 0.8 to 1.98. Atalanta have only barely overperformed their XG. It's from looking at the stats. I mean, I've not watched the game, but looking at the stats, it looks like a well-deserved lead for Atalanta. It's very hard to disagree with that. Like, they've had more shots on target, more XG, and the fact they're leading 2-0, I mean, it speaks for itself a little bit. AVFC Arthur Morgan says, come on, you Villa. I'm still sad about that game. I had a bet on Villa to win 2-1, says Nigel. I mean, Lille did have a goal ruled out, so I'm not sure what the... I know, like, some betting companies are nice with when it comes to, like, disallowed goals, but that would, I think, hurt if you lose that bet based on a offside that was given. It literally took VAR, like, 5-6 minutes to disallow their goal, but they did have the ball in the net. More subs for Lille have just been made. Yeah, guys, do double tap the screen. 36 of you in the YouTube live, and we've got 10 of you in the TikTok. Guys, do double tap the screen. AJS TV, you can find me on pretty much every social media. You can find me on fucking chess.com. I am everywhere. Feel free to help support the channel. It'll be very much appreciated. Have I seen the first episode of the new Fallout series? I have not. I don't know if I will. I'm not amazing at watching shows. Mate, I'm still on season 2 of Breaking Bad. I'm still on season 1 of Game of Thrones. Like, I am behind. There are some shows I have seen, like some really popular ones like Walking Dead. I've pretty much completed now. Why is my mind gone blank? The Boys I've caught up on. Can't wait for the new season of The Boys. I literally, my brain has gone blank on like very popular series, but I've dabbled. The Boys is my favorite. I fucking love it. I was literally hooked on the first episode, and if you know, you know, right? I always say this, and everyone's like, "Oh, I know why." That one moment in the first episode, I was literally, my eyes were awoken. I was like, "Holy shit!" And I've been hooked ever since that. Like, it is the most wild start to a show ever. And I've been hooked ever since. Zaniolo's cross is deflected. It is a Villa corner at the whole 10. 10 minutes to go here. Villa 2, Lille 0. How much would you pay for Grealish's return? I wouldn't. Fuck Grealish. Mate, you see Grealish trying to dive to get Douglas Luiz sent off. Fuck him. I think we're better off without him. Maybe that's cope. I don't know. But... rat bastard. I do not care. I couldn't care less about Jack. Leon Bailey is so clear. Diaby is clear. Douglas Luiz corner is short to Diaby. Back to Luiz. First time cross. He stands it up to the back post. Header is just wide. Villa screaming for a corner at the very least. There's now a collision of heads between Ezri Konza and it's Diakate. Konza literally heads the back of Diakate. Yeah, it's just an accidental clash of heads. Would have hurt a little bit, but yeah, fair enough. Dougie getting a yellow in the last 10s. Oh, that fucked me off so much, by the way. Douglas Luiz now has a 2-game suspension in the Premier League because of a yellow card in the final seconds of that Brentford game. I was already rattled by that Brentford game. I got even more rattled. What an idiot. I'm sorry, Doug, but have a brain. Please have a brain. It was the most unnecessary yellow as well. Like, you cannot justify that yellow to me. You didn't need to do it. It's so stupid. So stupid. Ollie Watkins is coming off for John Duran. Go on, Duran. Fuck him up. I need an elbow counter for Duran. And I need something, man. I need it. I need a Duran shithouse counter on the screen. He's on. Come on, John. And I think it's Tim Rogue-Bunham is also going to come on for Aston Villa as well. That is all 5 changes. John Duran Havoc needs to happen. I actually do rate, by the way, how much time Rogue Bunham's getting on the field. I didn't think he was going to be given anywhere near this much game time. But he's playing loads. I love it. It keeps telling me my battery's low. Piss off. I hate TikTok. It just pauses my TikTok stream every time. But the TikTok live may go down because it's got 5%. So bear with TikTok viewers. If it does go down, like I said, I am live on YouTube. We've got lots of people over on the YouTube. Feel free to come over. Saw an injury pop up on my phone. Who was it? It was a Konza head clash with Diakate. It's not a proper injury. It's just two players went down. It's 3-0 Atalanta. Oh my God. Liverpool are 3-0 down at home. This is extraordinary. Liverpool in the Europa League are 3-0 down. That's extraordinary. I need to see the goal scorer. I can't believe that is shock of the day by a mile. That is. It's Palisic who has put them 3-0 up. I mean, you should never. Fucking hell, chance of Lille that's just deflected over. You should never really say Liverpool are out, but that's as close as they're gonna get to going out. You know, like a fourth goal. I think it's safe to say they're gone. Man, if this was away, I'd still say there's a big chance, but at home, goal Lille from a corner. It's Diakate, I think. Fuck, 2-1. Brilliant header. Villa don't defend the set piece. It's a really good header. I mean, it's deserved. Fuck's sake, man. Fucking Diego Carlos, man. Carlos is so fucking shit, man. And I'm also going to blame John Mcginn there as well. Mcginn and Carlos staring at each other. Fucking hell. Such a shit goal. It's literally a near post corner. With, like I said, Mcginn and Carlos just fucking staring at each other. Joke of a goal. And I said going away to Lille with a 1-goal lead isn't enough. I don't think it's not enough. 2-1. I'm not comfortable with. Not comfortable with it all. Fuck's sake, man. It's also 1-0 to Bayer Leverkusen as well. 1-0 Bayer Leverkusen. Mate, they're cooking this season. It's still AC Milan 0, Roma 1. I still can't believe Liverpool 3-0. I genuinely cannot believe Liverpool 3-0 down at home. That, I mean, if they go through from that, fair play. That's insane, but it genuinely looks like they're out. Like, people will mention the whole, 4-0 Barcelona shit, but they lost away first leg. They won that famous game at home. I don't think they're going to do it away. I really don't. I can't see them winning 3-0 away. After such a dominant Atalanta performance, I really don't see that. Fucking hell, Villa, man. Honestly. I'm getting this. People are saying keep right on. Birmingham City are in the bottom 3. Focus on your relegation, my friend. You can celebrate that goal. We're still winning. 2, you're going to be playing Exeter City away, mate, next season. So, I don't know. I'd be focusing on that, personally. Yeah, John, it's 3-0 Atalanta. It's insane. It is insane. Liverpool are getting battered. I cannot wait. My live has just been age restricted for harassment. I have apparently bullied someone. I've just had a comment on TikTok. I've just had a notification say this live has now been age restricted for harassment. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I've bullied the Blues fan. He's cried. He's cried to the report button, I think. Oh, well. 44 of you in the YouTube live. I do appreciate all your support, as always, guys. I'm shitting my pants, for fuck's sake. Game just end. Yeah, if I could have a button to end the game, I would end it now. It reeks of Brentford, doesn't it? It's absolutely... It's been all Lille since the goal as well. It reeks of Brentford. Can we please just have a pair of bollocks? Yeah. This is not very good. Long ball, diagonal. Cut out by John McGinn. Villa are very defensive right now. McGinn gets a 1-2 of Ezri Konsa. Goes back to Konsa. Very high aggressive press from Lille. A free kick is given for a foul. Thankfully. That's a substitute. Cabella with the foul on Konsa. Two minutes to go plus stoppage time. Still 2-1 to Aston Villa. LA Lolosk. Like I said, I think Lille play well. I think this is not... It's been like a 6 out of 10 for Villa today. We're winning, but we have been quite poor defensively. Very easily could have been on the end. I mean, it's still not full time, but very easily could have been on the end of a draw today. And like I said, that's just not enough. It's not good enough going away with that kind of result, in my opinion. We are really missing Kamara. Our defence has been shite. I agree. I think Kamara being out for the season has killed us a little bit. It's no surprise that results dried up a little bit after Kamara's injury. When Kamara was suspended, it was the same shit, you know? Which is why I want us to buy a holding midfielder in the summer, because, you know, we can't be having this situation again. Lovely press from Duran. Villa squeezing Lille back. Oh, love that. Villa get a corner because of the high press. Chevalier distributes it out to his defender, Alexander. And under pressure, he concedes the corner to Aston Villa, which is just what you want to see. Alexandre, I should say, sorry. He came on for Diakate and put under very awkward pressure from Aston Villa. Hopefully we can do something with this corner. He got a huge roar from the Villa fans behind the goal, that. Corner comes in, near post, header! Oh! I think Carlos got a little flick on the header, but it goes wide. Oh, honestly, there's just no proper connection. Oh, fuck, man. Keeper's nowhere near that. I honestly... Carlos just mistimes the header. Fuck, man. If he got proper connection, that 3-1 lead going away to France is massive. 6 minutes out of time. 6 whole minutes. Up the Villa, how you doing? Up the fucking Villa. Can we please win this game? Please, can we win this game? I would love to get a third goal, but I'm not going to be super greedy. I'd rather just win the game, but like I said, I don't think 2-1 is nowhere near comfortable enough for the second leg. Nowhere near. Santos for Lille. Andre the back heel. Chance. Shot! Fucking hell. Yazici bends it wide. Fucking hell. Yazici, I mean, Emi Martinez acts like he always knows that's going over. Mate, that's inches away from the post. Fucking... look, Emi made me... when I saw he had his hands up, he made me, like, feel, oh, that shot's going nowhere. It had some wicked bend on that. Leverkusen 2, West Ham 0. That goal from Boniface it's pretty much the last kick of the game. Yeah. Feel for West Ham. It looked like that game was going to be 0-0. 2 late goals wins it for Leverkusen. 4 minutes to go here of added time. Villa 2, Lille 1. I genuinely don't really know what to say. I mean, we started the second half well, but conceded a very shit goal from a corner. And the game has just been wide open since then. Ball into Jonathan David. Jonathan David stumbles and slips over. He's had a terrible night, to be fair. He's offside as well. He just slips over his own feet there. He's offside. That's a good defensive line from Villa, to be fair. Good defensive line. Yeah, Jonathan David, he had a big chance to score earlier in the first half and he fluffed his lines and he's just not been great. Yazici, however, coming on for Lille has been very good. So hopefully he doesn't start against us, or maybe we learn our lessons a little bit. But he's caused us a lot of problems since he's come on. I hate to say it. Here's Timur Bonham. Gets fouled. Bit nervy there because he runs into 3 players. We drew with Ajax first. Yeah, but Luke, we drew with them away. And we battered them at home. We don't have the home. Look, if this was 2-1 away, I'd be very comfortable. Even if we lost 2-1 away, I'd be comfortable because I know at home the advantage is massive. Them having home advantage second leg is horrid, in my opinion. I don't want that. I do not want that. Emi Martinez has been booked for time wasting. Emi goes long. Duran tries to win a header. It's a bit of head tennis, actually. Cleared by the Lille defence. And they could be on the break here. Yazici on the halfway line. Against Alex Moreno. Gets around Moreno. Oh, wow. That's a very interesting decision. It looked like a foul from Moreno, but the referee waves his finger at Yazici. Basically saying he tried to earn that free kick, possibly with simulation. It did look like a foul to me. Not complaining. Konza with Diaby down the line. That's a good tackle. Villa get a throw in. Less than 2 minutes to go. Villa 2, Lille 1. Fucking hell, man. This game has been very stressy. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Throw towards Durant. Cushion back towards Ezri Konza. Into Diaby. One touch pass in here. Mcginn nutmegs his man. And goes down. The fact the referee is not giving anything there. Mcginn literally on his knees. With his hands out looking at the referee there. First home defeat for Liverpool in 14 months, according to Yoshi Mundo. And what a way to lose as well. 3-0. This time a free kick is given for a foul on Mcginn. And Cabella is not very happy with that. Less than a minute to go. Hopefully Villa can hold out to this. Villa will be taking this free kick again. Is the referee going to book him? There's a lot of complaining from the Lille players. He's still in the ear of the referee and the Villa fans are booing. He was yapping away in the ear of the referee then, Cabella. Free kick comes in. Towards Torres, header away. Is Bentaleb for Lille. This should be the last chance really for Lille. And that's really poor. It's dribbled out of play. It's good defending from Zaniolo. Stops him running through. And Villa have the throw in, but this should be the last action of the game now, you'd imagine. We are over the 6 minutes of added time now. AJ and Lille have won 10 games in the season. Exactly. Which is why I'm not super confident about that game. Villa get a corner. This is why I said we needed to make sure we won today with a significant scoreline. Because I'm not super confident about the away game. Well, 2-0 is fine. 2-1, I'm a lot more nervous about it. Zaniolo now scrapping with some Lille players. Their captain has just intervened to push Zaniolo away. Corner comes in towards the near post. Punched away by Chevalier. Collected by John Mcginn. Mcginn scoops it forward. And that is full time. It's a win for Aston Villa at Villa Park. But, I mean, the commentator literally just said it. It's narrow. And that is the issue. It is a very narrow 2-1 win for Aston Villa at Villa Park. I mean, a win is a win. It's what I wanted, but it's not a big win, is it? And that is my concern. Lille are very good at home. Someone just pointed out in my chat, they've won 10 games at home this season, Lille. Travelling away, I mean, we've not done very well away in Europe, so it's going to have to be a very big performance away in the second leg of the Conference League. But it is a win at home, which is what we wanted. A draw today at home, I think, would have sealed our fate in this competition. But maybe tonight is just about enough. Thank you all for watching. I will be making a TikTok video about this just to sum up my thoughts. You guys have been amazing. 45 of you in the YouTube live. Guys, do like the video, the streams, all that good stuff. Follow the channel, AJS TV. You can find me anywhere. Thank you all for your amazing support as always. See you again very soon. Up.